Hello and welcome back to Spoken Essays. I'm Herschel and you're watching the live video. And as of now, it is raining quite loudly, I must say. So it's a good pour. So let me get started and you guys can enjoy the music that comes with it. Yep, it's almost too loud, but it's not that loud. But it is almost too loud. But it is better than the DJ that we listened to yesterday. So I appreciate it all the same. So let's get started. The screen is visible. Great. Now I'll close all of this. Yeah, I was playing the game anyway. Steam games. What I will do is open freeCodeCamp and also replit and also what else will I need? Google if need be. Yeah, let me resize split these and use them in a split screen view. I will tile the views. Once the views are tiled, we will get started. This is open, but this is advanced node. I do not want to work on advanced node. I want to work on something else, and it's called metric converter. Okay, so metro converter. Now we have the convert handler, etc., etc. Now we come here to quality assurance certification. We go to metric imperial converter. It was imperial, yeah. I wonder. Okay, so these are the tests. Unit test number 1 should be able to handle and check for. So what I'll do is I'll go to code and I'll copy some of the code from the previous tests. How about that? Nope, thank you. In the first unit test they had a suite. Then we have equality. Then we have this comparisons and this and that and this and that. So the same way we will also have something like that. Maybe I can do the same thing for all of them, like an entire thing in here. This is already called unit test, so I need not have done that. I'll copy this much. Basically inside a suite are a few tests. Inside a suite are a few tests. Yeah, basic assertions is one, but we will not use any of that basic assertions thing. We'll just begin with a test. Inside that we have deep equal, not equal, whatever, and let's get going. So this is the name of that, and that's okay, fine. So let me, you guys can experience or hear some bass. That's some DJ stuff happening. Oh yeah, what I can do is open one of their metric converter apps and open one of mine in our pages. It will automatically start running. That's okay. Command Shift V. Now this is, oh come on, move. Too large for me. I'll resize this page a little bit so we can look at more code. So inside unit tests we will not have this line. Yeah, that took care of that. So inside convert handler we have suite. Inside this suite we have basic assertions. Let's also take care of that assertions thing. I'm not adding any assertions yet. Am I? I don't know yet. We'll find out. Yep. Let's remove all these numbers. Maybe we'll need those numbers. Maybe not. We'll know. We don't know yet. But I'll definitely remove that line. Unit test. Let's see what the first test is. Okay, convert handler should correctly read a whole number input. Convert handler. Before they had assert. How about this? How did you check? Test is null is not null. What is assert here? Chai dot assert. I think we already have that chai assert thingy. But I do suspect, why do we need a new convert handle object here? And where will I use it? Oh, I know. I get it. It will be inside one of these, won't it? To understand that, yeah, that's the one. This will be a function. Can I see a function? Yeah, this is a function. Where do you use a function? Format people. Okay, assert dot match format people. Don't match format people. Another function example, please. Function. A car. That's not a function. It's a constructor. But we also have a suite for objects. Not instance of my car. Okay, that's instantiation. Leave it. Just give me a function here, please. A defined function. Weird numbers. Yeah, that's one. Okay. Approximately, then weird numbers function call and this and that. Okay. That's enough for me. Right. So basically, first convert handler should correctly read a whole number input. So get number. Should correctly read a whole number. What does that mean? What should it output? What do you mean by correctly read a whole number input? Oh, we can find out. npm run test. Will it run these tests or their tests? Tests. We'll have to wait to find out. This doesn't say anything. It tests our tests, so there's no point. I define the test and I run the tests. What? But how will it check what I tested is correct? I suppose it will check it with their own file. Do they have that? I don't know. Assertion analyzer, do not edit this file. Anyway, take no problem. Let's not go into that. Go back to unit test, please. Thank you. Close our assertion analyzer. So yeah, this is basically the test. That's where the name goes. That's where the test literally goes. So assert dot what? What are we asserting? Should correctly read a whole number input. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? I have no clue. Should correctly read a whole number input. Then convert handler should correctly read a decimal number input. Does that mean this? How would I know? How can I know? I suppose I have to parse a number to it, basically where the test is. But I would like some hints. I have no clue how to run this test. Should correctly read a whole number input. What does that mean? Describe your... Did I not ask it to? Okay, so someone was able to understand this. And someone... Functional test to JS. No, I don't want to look at functional test to. I'm already passing the test. Only thing I did was copy. That's not what I was looking for. Metric imperial converter. Build a full stack JavaScript app that is functionally similar to this. Oh, this is the same. This is the test. Literally convert handler should correctly read a whole number input. I would like a hint, please. You can provide your own project. You can convert gallon to liter. So this is how they would run the test. Init unit, invalid number, and the unit. You can use fractions, decimals, or both in the parameter. No, all 16 units. That's not it. All 5 functional tests are complete and passing. There are no solutions. Yes, of course, because different ways one can arrive at a result. I understand. At the same result as that. What would I use? Let's find out. Let's Google assert methods in Chai HTTP. Assertions, okay. I do not see assert dot. There is not. Okay. Integration with Chai assertions, Chai HTTP, require Chai, whatever. Integration testing, Chai.request, get, requester, promise. Setting up request, that's not what I'm looking for. API reference, assert.fail. Should correctly read a whole number input. Is below is true. Is not a number. NaN. NaN. Global object. Not a number. Yep. Not a number indeed. Is NaN. Should correctly read a whole number input. Yeah. Assert that value is not NaN. Is NaN. Or is a number. Is AN. Okay. That would be something true, right? I could use type of true, but how would this work here? Okay, I think I have to go one by one. Assert, fail, is okay, is not okay, equal, not equal, strict, equal, not strict, equal, deep, equal, not deep, equal, is above at least, is true, not true. What is an example of true? The tea has been served. Okay. Is not a number. Yeah, I mean that could work. Assert that value is not a number. Yeah, works with me. Is not NaN. What do I write here? Convert handler should correctly read a whole number input. Oh yeah. Chai check. For a whole number. Chai unit testing 42 to be an integer. Expect this to be an integer. Expected. Sure. What does generative AI have to say? Is whole number. Oh, we can do that, huh? Is whole number. Chai is a JavaScript assertion library that can be used with use is whole number function to check if a value is a number. Here's an example of is in chai. Chai.assertion.most.and set. Oh my god. Where are the docs again? Is whole number of NUMBERES. Is number, oh, is number not a number. Allah, okay. Yeah. Although this doesn't help us verify whether it is it works. Is number. Do we have is number here? NUM. Weird numbers, yes. Equal, not equal, okay, no. Good. But is number, so we are going to use is number. I don't think we have, we're going to use two test cases, only one of them. Do I need that? To understand how test works, I need to understand the test method. Test method, no, test function in chai. Or is it JavaScript? Unit testing using Mocha and chai. Go away. This is by codeburst.io. Assert equals require assert. We are using that. npm install. बाप रे यार तो इतना सब लोड करवाएंगे और फिर पता नहीं. Go back. Let's look for official sources. Test function in JavaScript. Let's search that. Okay, we have regular expression test. Ours is not a regular expression test. So it's definitely chai. Unit test function in chai. This is by browser. Why is there not? Okay. Let's Google chai docs now. I think I'll find everything in there. Chai, introduction, assertion styles, test suite, no. Is true, is not true, ohms, process, 430, whatever. Assert, what does assert say? Assert takes this much. Test for truthiness, write your own tests. I can do that, huh? Assert dot. Because this doesn't provide me. It does, huh? Mocha.test function. Could have said that. Huh. When I hover over the mouse, it does give me docs. Good. So this test is a Mocha.test function thingy. Thank you for telling me that. Okay. Now comes the thing. The title would be a string and then the function. I need not put to is null, right? Okay. Describe a specification or test case within the given title and callback function acting as a thunk. Only available when invoked via the Mocha CLI. Cool. So I can remove this basically. Is null. Is whole number. Is whole number? Yes. Oh yeah, I have to make it a string, right? Next, let's check assert is number convert handler. I can't just end it this way. This is an optional error description. Null is null. That's okay. Oh, that means I can remove it. Yes, please. Convert handler what? I can't call this function this way. I have to write convert handler dot get number. Should correctly read a whole number input. So dot get num. I have no clue what I'm testing it for. I don't even know if this is correct. This is the way I'm supposed to test it. We'll have to find out by running this. If I run this, it won't run the tests, I think. But I'm sure if I paste it here and ask it to do it, it will work. Okay, that link isn't here. Command A. It will run the basic tests. And just about here, all 16 unit tests are complete and passing. Very good. Let's read that. Expected 1 to be close to 0.2 or plus 0.2. No, that's not 1. Status to be an array. Okay, for this I need to understand each error. The errors, okay, so the last two are these. So I would expect the console to print the last at the end, right? Don't know. Error expected status of unavailable to be an array. Status unavailable to be an array. What does that mean? I'm going to cancel this. Go to shell and ask it to run the test here. If I see 4 passing again, I do not see 4 passing again. Why? Because input.replace is not a function. This one they mean. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now it's getting interesting. Is it a text? It's a type error. It's not expecting a number. It's expecting a string. Okay. Yeah. If I do that, that would work though. Yeah. Now if I ask it to run the test, I would pass all 4. Maybe. Yep, I do. His whole number works. Yep. Because I passed it as a string and not a number. And I don't know whether this is how I'm supposed to test. Should have paid more attention, I suppose. We do have more issues to solve. Like this one, invalid number in unit. Maybe we can take care of those first before I continue with unit tests. That way we can avoid some problems, if not all of them. Okay. All incoming units should be accepted in both upper and lower case, but should be written in both the init unit and return unit in lower case, except for liter, which should be represented. That's where the error begins. So let's go to the top. It says expected lowercase l to equal l. Where? In which situation did it encounter that? Oh yeah, I need to close this. Of course it will exit its status. Right. In which case, ये क्यों जाखा लिखा है? Why does it look blurry? Because I zoomed in? Oh yeah, I zoomed out and it started looking blurry. Would you look at that? I press convert, we do see this. Cool. Expected lowercase l to equal l. Where is lowercase l in that case? If I press lowercase l, Is it with init unit? I think so. I think it has a problem with init unit. Even if I enter lowercase l, it should be converted to capital L, as you can see here. Okay, got it. That I can take care of quite easily. Let's go. If we get lowercase l, get return unit, or capital L, sorry. कहाँ गया init unit? For that, come back. Init unit is this. Init unit is this. Get unit, right? If it's L, then you make it uppercase. But for the rest, it's lowercase. Only for L do we have an exception. Okay, we can do that. If I don't need to write it this way. I'll use ESX's method. If what, so result double equals lowercase l, not if result is lowercase l, get unit. So after you get the unit, if it is l, question mark, then to uppercase result, otherwise result equals result. It formatted my text. Wow, cool. So it formats now. Pretty fun. Quite fun. Anyway, so I think that should take care of that L thing now. Now each unit everywhere will only return capital L. But blurry, this being blurry was quite jarring. If I wrote capital L or lowercase l, both entries will now be accepted. That takes care of this, I think. Okay, let's ask it to run again. Come on, and then I'll ask it to check for that. Okay, it has started working again. Now I can't convert gallon to liter and vice versa again. Why? Let's find out. If I write capital L, doesn't convert. Okay. Let result be input replace. Suppose this causes problems. I know what to do then. Now to return result, you have to return result. I know. I think this should do it. Alright, L, we have an error because two uppercase is not defined. Okay. String to uppercase. Okay, you do it that way. No problem. I can do that too. Do it that way too. String dot uppercase. String dot to uppercase. L, convert, still an error. Now it has a problem reading two lowercase, where. Cannot read properties of undefined with two lowercase, where. What line is it? 64th line, 22nd character. This is the 64th line. Init, unit, not two lowercase. The spelling is correct. Now there is a problem of data type. Yeah, this is a type error. Should have been known. Why is that a type error, you ask? Why is it a type error? Why? Because when we call this method, which one was it, by the way, this one? It had a problem with this, right? That means init number was sent as a string. 22nd character, right? Now unfortunately we don't have column numbers, only row numbers. So 4, 5, 7, what's that? 4, 5, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Somewhere in here, okay. So it has a problem with init number. Oh, sorry, in here, init unit. So init unit, it received a number, I suppose, or something of a weird type. When I pressed L, shouldn't you be init number? No, this is correct. If the unit is kilometer, then you convert init number to this. This is that, then you do that. Okay, yeah, that's correct. What's the problem? Two lowercase. What are we passing to it? Convert handler dot convert. Right, capital L. What about LBS? That will also pass another type error. Why? Init unit is you. I need to understand what I have done. What are you? Convert, dot convert. Init unit. Get unit. That means there is a problem with get unit somehow. Does this create an array? Converts a string to uppercase letters, yeah. Hello world, school. The string converted to uppercase. Okay. Hello dot to uppercase. Function ends. If I press enter, we get a string, not an array. So the type error shouldn't be a type error. Did I make a mistake with to uppercase? No, the spelling is correct. There is a better way. If I write an if statement the old-fashioned way, if this is true, then you return result dot to uppercase. Else, return result. Yeah, this should work quite nicely. I mean, it was ES6 method of writing an if statement, and this is the standard method. Does that really make a difference? Apparently. Yes, it does. Look at that. It does make a difference. No problem. We can leave that. If I ask it to run again, run the test, please. Thank you. Reloaded. Yep, it has loaded. We still do not pass this, so what is causing the problem? If I write here GAL, it says 1 gallon, so this is gal, GAL, and this is returning unit, capital L. Okay. And it says all incoming units should be accepted in both upper and lower case. So if I were to write capital GAL, then the init unit should have been should still return in a lower case. Yeah. I get it. That's good. I have to write get unit properly. If it's L, then it's to uppercase. If it's not L, then you make it to lowercase. Yeah, maybe this should work. Maybe this might work. Let's wait. Oh, it's already loaded. Okay. If I write capital GAL, this converts that to lowercase GAL. I think this might work now. Yeah, we'll have to wait. Nope. Still no. Gal converted to capital L. Yeah. If I wrote lowercase capital L, the init unit, come on. Except for what? But how is this not uppercase L, by the way? That is so funny. Okay, why? Let's think. So you got the input capital L. For me to understand what's happening, I would like to see in the console what is happening. So console.log result, and also at the end this says unreachable code detected because here we have returned. I know. Okay, fine. Let's look for both cases. One here, one here. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I'll need it for anyway. But if you think about it, this is uppercase L, and I know I don't even need to log to the console. If it's L in any case, yeah, I don't need to write that, or I have to use two lowercase here too. If results lowercase version is lowercase L, then you make it uppercase. I didn't even need console log. I should have thought of that. I think this will get us what we need. Let's find out. If I write GAL lowercase, this will print GAL lowercase, return capital L. Then GAL uppercase, I'll see GAL lowercase here anyway, and I'll see L capital L. If I write uppercase L, I'll see init unit capital L. This will be gal. If I write lowercase L, I still see this. Just to check whether this is not acting up, I'll press this many numbers and lowercase L. Yes, we still see the init unit as L, capital L. Now let's ask it to run the tests. We have passed it. Cool. We do pass that. Very good. So now I've finished this much. Cool. If the unit of measurement is invalid, return will be invalid unit. It's a very cool way of handling it. What I will do is, in this function, what is this function? Oh, that's the entire function. When the function is called, I'm going to do a few things. This will be inside that. Okay. The few things will be inside this. So I'll wrap this in an if statement. If for that to work, I need to copy this and remove the let keyword. Wait a minute, not this way. Think. What am I doing? What am I supposed to check? If the unit of measurement is invalid, return will be invalid unit. So if I write la, there will be an error in the console, not here. Nothing will appear. What do we want it to appear? If I write la, press enter, it says invalid unit. So instead of response being this object, it has to print a single string. Will it be a JSON object? I don't know. What methods are allowed with response? METHORES in Node.js, please. Response object string. If I only want to print a string, the value parameter may be a string. Nope. This method is used to render a view and send the rendered HTML string to the client. Nope. Render, send files, and what if, okay, we have .json, which is response. I am surprised this uses this does not use the string keyword. What about send? Send response. This response dot send hey. So that's inside the HTML function. Send text with response in Node.js. Dot send basically sends the HTTP response. The body parameter can be a string or a buffer object or an object or an array. Cool. So that dot send works. Okay. So this is an if statement now. All of this will be inside an if statement, but not you. Let's define it inside this metric converter. Let response be an undefined variable. I'll remove the let word here because we're not calling variables twice. So let it be an undefined variable. If all goes well, then you do this. Otherwise, you return a string as a response, not a JSON as a response. Do I need to get it to run these calculations, or do I only add an if statement here? Yeah, we can save some computation time if well, this is still instantly fast anyway, but think. Okay. If what, some test which will check whether this is in the correct manner, written in the correct manner or not. And also this, we need multiple if statements, right? In that case, I'll ignore this for now. I'll write an if statement that will involve only you. If this is true, then you do this, else then you do this. If else if two, because we need more. We need two situations. We have two situations, right? One is invalid unit and invalid number, and also so three is ifs. Else you do this. Now in which case will this be true? A bit. Return, yeah. Oh yeah, this also needs an argument, the boolean. If the unit of measurement is invalid, returned will be invalid unit. This will be helpful. Init unit. No, it's a switch case scenario. Either I use switch case or I use if statements. If it's not L, if it's not kilometer, if it's not MI, LBS, basically this switch scenario. Get return unit. And I can do it one way. What would it return? Why is return result in here? Oh yeah, I can do that actually. If none of them are true, we have a default thingy. In that case, I write invalid unit. Okay. Semicolon. Yeah. So if init unit and equality operator prints invalid unit, then the response will be something different. So in here I shall write return response.json, response.send a string that says invalid unit, exactly this. Else, then you go for an if statement again. Yeah, I have to think. We need three statements. One is also for that number and unit. So I took care of this by using a default value switch case. How about numbers? Where does it check for numbers? The number is invalid. What do you consider invalid? What numbers do you consider invalid? What does it consider an invalid number? What if I write kg? What if I write what? If I write 2 kg, what will it say? It will say invalid unit. Okay, that's cool. If I write 2 kg, it will return 2 kilograms. What would you consider an example of an invalid number? Do you have an example? Oh yeah, we actually probably yes. If I come here, no, return unit uppercase L taken care of, invalid unit, invalid number. What do you check for? 1, okay, 2 slashes. So if I were to write 1//2 kg, it would say invalid number. Okay, that's a good case scenario. That's the only case, only test you're running. Yeah, it's apparently so. 1//2. That's an invalid number. Basically, two more divide signs, divide signs together. I don't think that's the only case. Get number. What would you call an invalid number? And I can use strict equality here. Yeah. Unit. If it returns invalid unit, then you return response. Else you check for this, otherwise you check for this. This is the last resort, so I can put it and safely put it inside this response.json. What about you? What can I put here? How? We need another if statement. But what do I check? How do I say invalid number? Do I write a regular expression that checks for 2 slashes, 2 consecutive slashes? What happens when I write 1 and 2 slashes here? To know, I'll have to run this again. What I can do is comment this out for now. Yeah, this wouldn't cause problems, would you? I do not see a red underline anywhere. That's good enough for me. Let's say right. Oh yeah, one would be 5.4.1 kg. That is not a valid number. If I press convert, it says 5.4 kilograms, but in fact this is incorrect. So yeah, 2 dots are not allowed. 2 slashes are also not allowed. Let's find out what it does to 2 slashes. It would only convert this. Okay, that's a good start. So I have 2 cases now for slashes and dots. If we have 2 dots, more than 1 dot basically, then we do it. Yeah. Where will I define the regex? This is all cool. Right now I'm not giving any value to that, adding any value to it. Why is this? Right. It's 8:30 now. I'll be right back. I have a phone call. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Sorry, I have to go. Hello guys, I'm back. Let's get to it. Yeah, okay. I have to find out how to solve this in it. I will solve it. I did come across a way. Okay, so what we need to do before we do any of this, we need to add another if statement that will check whether something is. Before I add that statement, let me create a regex. So let regex be, what will the regular expression look like? So the format of this data that we're getting is a bunch of numbers and a bunch of letters, characters. So digits, a bunch of digits, and words. Well, a to z, sorry, so a dash z, a plus sign here and a plus sign here. It begins and it ends, end with a dollar sign. I'm not using any global or any other instances. Yeah, so this is the regular expression for, I think this is the regular expression we should be taking in valid number. If you think about it, yeah, this is what it takes. 4 gal or 1/2 kilometer, 5.4 by 3 lbs. Yeah, to confirm, I'll use meta character. I'll use that regex meta characters to find out. Do we have /d matches at the beginning, at the end of the input string? That's what I wrote for my regular expression. But what I need to check is /d and etc. Basically, if I were to write A to Z, it would take A to Z alphabet. Yeah. If I write D, matches a digit character, a non-digit character. So I can't write it this way. I need to think. So number can also have a non-digit characters. This is Python. I want JavaScript, please. Not Java. Bad. I want it in JavaScript. References. We have global, case insensitive. Yeah, I would like case insensitive. Full form, no, not multi-line. ABC, not ABC. Between the brackets, any digit. Alternatives. Find any of the alternatives specified. Find a word character, non-word character. What is a non-word character again? Find a single character except new line. No, not digit, non-digit. What are non-digit? What do you consider non-digit characters? Space, non-white space. Find a match at the beginning. End of the word, beginning like this, BHI, at the end HIB /B. Find a match not at the beginning, end of the word. Find a null character, a new line, form feed, return carriage, no quantifiers. Matches any string that contains at least one n. At least. Contains 0 or more occurrences, no, not occurrences. Okay. 0 or 1 occurrences of n. That is cool. That is a sequence of x, no. At the end of it, at the beginning of it, of a specific string n. Ignore case for I, G is the global. source, I think, yeah, non-word characters include what do non-word characters include? A word character, yeah, quite easy to say that, but I'm sure non-word character links include all the characters other than the English alphabet and 0 to 9 are considered non-characters. Oh, if I were to write Hindi, English, Japanese, then it would be considered a non-word character. Is it? What matches any non-word character? I suppose a dot would. Let's think, how would that appear? Let's say we have digit plus. So this is a number and then it's unit. Now in here I need to, what is this? No. This is the number thing. Now I have to figure out how to write U. Okay. Is that how I write it? Beginning. Yes, XY. Find any of the alternatives specified. Yeah. So a digit or digit plus one non-word character, only one non-word character. That would include, yeah, but it only uses one of them, not two of them. Would this work? Let's see, either a digit or a digit with a non-word character, a long digit with a non-word character and a long digit after that again. I mean more than one digit again. And also another, yes, we have another case. An entire digit, then a digit with a decimal. If it's float divided by that, think, can I avoid this regular expression? Now let's see. One case is a number and characters, number divided character by characters, a decimal point also divided by a number. Okay. So the third case will be number dot or slash and then number again, and then again a non-word character. That won't be a long loop, only one of them. Okay. If this works regardless of case, then what do you check? I think I'll write an if statement here too. If this, then true, then you do this, or else you write an if here. So if the regular expression matches, Yeah, and I'll also move this else if statement here, by the way. So if the regular expression does match, oh, there's no need, right? Wait, think. If, let's see, if regex dot test what? Or what do I test? Sheet. Oh yeah, it's here. Request dot query dot input. Test this for that. Let's confirm. Regex test method. Regex.prototype.test. You put the regex and then the test and the variable in here. Okay, that's correct. Bye all of them. Okay, so regex.test with this. If it is true, then you do this. This is what? Magic. If the regular expression does become true, then you put this. Else if what? I can move this here. I need to think, wait a minute. What do we check for first? What should we check for first? Only the invalid unit? Only the invalid number? This should not be here, maybe. Let's see. The regular expression is, I mean, yeah, this would help us avoid a lot of problems, so I'll keep it then. Let's think, okay. Press enter, yeah. If regular expression, so if whatever we've entered here fits this much, then you run subsequent tests. If it is true, then you return response.json response and everyone's happy and merry and happy. Next, if this is not true, then what does it do? Then it runs another if statement. So if it's not according to this format, there's definitely something wrong with it. What? If it's not according to this format, that means both are incorrect. Number and unit, I think. Yeah, I don't need to think. This would mean both are incorrect. So before I start jumping, basically return response.send this string, invalid number and unit, and that's the end of it. I don't know what I would do with this else if yet. I definitely need to put that invalid unit, but do I put it here? If it's only an invalid unit, then you return an invalid unit. Means you first check invalid unit and invalid number. If it's not an invalid number, then you write invalid. Then you check whether it's an invalid unit. How do I check for both statements? With one, and what will the order be? Think. That's not the order. If I write 3.1 kg, if I write kgs, nothing happens. Wait, what about you? 3 kgs. It says invalid unit. Yeah. What if I write 3.2.1 kg? It says invalid number and unit, but 3.2.1 kg invalid number. So the unit was correct, but that number was incorrect. Okay. Suppose both need to be false. Only one is false, then you check whether which is false, which isn't. Come on. Do I need this regular expression? Yes, to check whether a number is written the way it is supposed to. If I were to write 3.1 kgs, it returns nothing as of now. Why is that? Too fixed. एक reading यहाँ पे आया, कहीं और से आया. I press convert again. Okay. The error is printed again. Cannot read properties at 85th line of what project convert handler. ये कुछ नई मस्ती चल रही है अभी. It doesn't even have a problem with response.send. What if I were to do that? That would be fun. But again, convert handler dot convert, it has a problem with, it has a type error problem again. And convert. अब क्या हुआ बे? This is the thing, yeah. There's a problem with too fixed. It's a data type problem. API.js 15th line. Return number. Why is that? Okay. 3.1 kg works well. When I write kgs, there is no such thing as kgs. So instead it prints a string. Yeah, okay. That means I need to move all of this inside this JSON thingy. Yep. Please format it. Stop. Can't format it. क्यों भाई? In any case, I know to use indentation. Fine. Yeah, this should take care of that. Let's find out. Oh yeah, to ask it to run, right? Yeah. KGS. Right now what this does is, if this is not true, then it will return a JSON that is a string. Now let's see what problems it prints. Type error too fixed. Still tried to do this, right? Oh, because that also doesn't exist. This is not the end of it. So before the regular expression test, we need to check whether it is a valid unit and it is a valid number. Then and only then do we write this if statement. So this if will be inside this if. Okay, I guess so. If init unit is true, if init unit is invalid unit, then you return a response that says invalid unit. Cool. Let's move that. Move this entire thing up. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Why is the regular expression here? Doesn't matter where the regular expression is. Yeah. If it is an invalid unit, then you do this. Else you run an if statement. Wait a second. Checking whether the number is a number. The number is a valid number. If it is a valid number, then you check whether the regular expression is following its pattern. Yeah, I still don't feel convinced about this, but yeah, can't wait for this yet. If it is a number, if it is not a number, then you write invalid number and unit. Come on. This else doesn't need to be here. Come on. If a number, if it's invalid unit, then you write invalid unit. If it's a valid unit, then you write this. Sorry, if it's an invalid number, then you write invalid number. Not invalid number and unit. Wait, I can reuse this. Yeah. Invalid number. Better. Else. That's good. Invalid unit, then number, and then JSON response if it is true. Maybe we can use some indentation to understand where everything lies. Yeah. Okay, if it is an invalid unit, return response will say invalid unit. If it is not a valid number, so now we have to check whether it is a valid number. Also, I need to move all of that here. By all of that, I mean this much. Wait a minute. Instead of declaring a variable here, I'll move this entire object in this JSON thingy layer. Stop formatting data again. Why? When I pressed Command S, it did happen to do it. Fine. I'll move it. I'll press Tab. Right. then it would respond with a JSON, so I don't need to create a variable here. It will only work when it is called, so I think we are, yeah, we can be good to go. Okay, now check for a number, check whether a number is valid or not. So 3.1, if I write, if there are 2 decimal points, then it's not a number. If there are 2 brackets, 2 consecutive points, not a number. Okay. Yeah, I'll just write the regular expression here. Test what request.query.input. Think. We're only checking for the number, checking whether the number is right or not. Yeah, query.input, fine. That would be difficult. Fine. Test what? We will test query.input for what? More than one value of a decimal. How do we find that? So we have to go back to my regular expressions. Regex tests prototype 2 string regex 2 string. Test, not test. Flags, we need, not flags, okay. Regex meta characters, please, again. So we have this, that, okay. Word character matches any string that contains at least one n. 0 or more occurrences of n. How will I do that? I wanted to ignore 1 dot, but not ignore 2 dots. Or 1. Is there a not quality, perhaps, that contains at least one n? More than one, is there such a thing that contains a sequence, any string at the end by a specific, not followed by a specific string? I can use match. Instead of testing, we ask it to match. No. What does this dot do? H dot T. Oh, placeholders. Wait a minute. Think. Test for 2 dots. Do I write it this way? No. We use non-word characters. Non-words are included in this. Aren't they? Let's find out. If I write in the regular expression dot test here 5.4.2 string. It says true. I wanted it to be strict. This is still not true. It means not isn't working the way I expect it to. Where did it go? Oh, I'm not using the wait. also true because there's one dot at least. Not 3 dots. What is the meta character understood as? 3 spaces. So 3 spaces. Okay, this dot is for 3 characters. What if I want to look for non-word characters? What are quantifiers? We don't need quantifiers. Let's check one thing by the way. If I will write 0. Or only 0.3 kg, it does convert, so that's not what we're looking for. But if I were to write 2 dots, it would say invalid number, yeah. Check whether a number is valid number or not in JavaScript. Is not a number. Interesting. Is NA or is number JavaScript? Is integer? No, not integer. Is float to fixed to locale string? Is string value of is number? Is number का है क्या? Is number we have is integer. Is integer. Okay. Is NA in JavaScript is not a number. Okay, how do you write it? Number dot. That's the weirdest test. I'm sure it's very simple. 1 by 0. This will return number blah blah. Really blah blah blah. No, please don't give me such an example. JavaScript number is not a number. Is this a number? Let's find out. Is 1, 2, 3 is non. This will be false because it is a number. This is also a number. This is also a number, even if it is in string. This is not a number. This is a number. This is a number. This is a number. This is not a number. I can simply use is nan. Yeah, no need for a regular expression. Okay. But I also wanted to check. So the number dot is nan. That's the method I use. That's the syntax. Number dot is nan. Can I simply write is nan? Yes, I think is nan. Okay. So I can write it this way or this way. Both methods I think are valid. The best way to find out is to check here is NaN is not a number. Let's find out. So in here I write 5.1, 5.3. It has a problem because it's not expecting 2 decimal points. This is true. This is not a number. Yeah. It has a problem when I write it this way because uncaught error missing after argument, because this is considering this as a dot notation and not a decimal point, so there will be an error anyway. Okay, what if I were to write 2 slashes? Again error because of some I don't know. But if you think about it, we will parse it as a string first. If I write 5 by 3, this is not a number. Because well, it is a string. But if I write 5 by 3, it says 1.666. So this is unfortunate. I can't use is not a number here. Yeah, this would return false. So do we convert it first and then do it? plus this is place thing doesn't give it. Oh god. I know. Come on. What? Where did I get stuck? I am doubting this now. Why? Because what number will I check it with? This init number has been designed to remove any occurrences of non-word characters. Replace. So what that means is if I were to write 3.1/2 kgs, this says invalid number and unit. If I were to write 3.1/2 kg, this still says invalid number and unit. But that's okay. That's not where I'm getting. This didn't stop at invalid unit. Oh my god! Now I have to think now. क्या नया चलता रहता है. Okay, now I have to check whether this X works or not before I get stuck with you. Finally, there's an error. Where? Here. Where? Line number what? 24. This line, literally this line. What seems the curly braces is an error. Why? Begins and ends here. Run it again, please. Okay, there's still an error. What? Why? Let's see. This ends here. This JSON ends here. I can see them being highlighted. Else if return. Then else if then return. What is the problem? You know, I'll refresh this page. Still raining now. Format APIJs. Gladly, please. Finally, yes, it's formatted now. Format this to format all the files that I have touched. Okay. Why is there a red underline? It's expecting. Okay. Now I get it. Thank you. Why now? Oh yeah, the red underline has disappeared. Now it should work. Let's check. This is updating, so there must be a few updates. Cool, now it's listening on port this 3000. I never. Okay. 3.1 kg. It says invalid number. That is the way to do it. Why? Oh yeah, this variable need not be here. Very good. Finally. So it at least stopped here. If I were to write kgs, that's funny. There's an error here. Too fixed. Lowercase kgs, please. There's an error. So this. Where did it stop, by the way? First line, of course, here. The second line is the 16th line. So maybe I need to declare these variables inside of this thingy. Fine. I can do something. I can do something. Yeah. Const. Yeah, fine. Yeah. I'll get to it. Wait a second. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to define a function inside this metric converter, so we don't have to, experience all of this. Yeah. Function declare variables. It doesn't take any arguments. Should it? There will be errors, I think. Init should, yeah. Save this much at least, okay. And it should return an object that stores this as a data. Save this. Format by please. Thank you. Okay, so now we have declared variables as a function. The function has been declared and it's asked to return this. Declare varies. Now instead of calling it a function this way, I will declare it a function this way. Equals function that takes an arrow. I don't know if this will still understand what request.query.input is. Yeah, I am doubtful, but will know. Then declare varies is taken care of. It will only be declared, so we don't have this error. Let's ask it to run again. Write 3.1 kgs. This should say invalid unit. Unit is not defined. Unit is not defined. 28th line in what file? API.js. Oh, come on, I know why. This will be defined, but there will be an error. I'm not calling these, I'm only declaring them. Does declaring them also cause problems? Apparently so. If I write kgs and press convert, I have written invalid unit somewhere in here, haven't I? Invalid unit, yeah. Return result equals invalid unit. INVALID unit. Okay. So KGS is not KGS is an invalid unit. This should return a just JSON. Instead, it returns an error convert handle.convert. 85th line 30 of convert handle. That's okay. 15th line of 36, which is this. Sorry. Plus it says invalid number, so that works. It is able to check whether this number is a number, but not you. Before I even get to it, how is that even? think we have a test. Okay, I need to log to the console what it does. As soon as we click on something, we have a get response. That is inside this metric converter thingy. Right. Pretty cool the way I wrote this. But think again. First it declares these variables. It has a problem doing that. Because of a type error. This one. This line. Literally this one. How is that line? Oh, that's the 15th line. What does it say? To fixed at convert handler this, and then here at error 36th character get unit. Here is get unit. This thing will return either uppercase or lowercase, whatever the unit is. This can't ever be invalid unit. Oh my god, of course, init unit cannot ever be invalid unit. Can never be. Only this can get return unit. Return unit, if it's an invalid unit, then you get it. Why am I checking for this? Because what it does is basically it takes an init unit and checks against these values. If this is true, then you will respond with this. If it's true, then you respond with this and that and this and that and etc. etc. But if none of these are true, then you go to the default value and also break, by the way. So you write this. Result equals invalid unit. Now I think this should work. Let's ask it to run again. Okay, we should at least get an invalid unit. 3.1 kg says invalid number. 3.1 kg s prints an error again. Why? Still has a problem at the 16th line now. Can't convert it because it's trying to convert. So when it does that, it has to come on. So we have to ask it to handle errors now. Why does it have a problem with that? Because there is a type error. Why is there a type error? Think. You definitely need to log to the console what this is doing. Not here. If the errors are happening. Think. First of all, what do we want this thing to work? 3.1 kg doesn't work. 3 by 1 kg, does that work? That is also an invalid number. I know because of 2 dots in it. I'm deflecting again. What is the purpose? First is the error thing. If I write 3.1 kg, I should get the correct conversion. It says invalid number. That means it's not your time yet. There is still not a red underline, so that tells me that there is no error. I need it to at least run if I write the correct values. If I write 4 gal, for example, it works. But if I write 4 by 2 gal, it still converts 4 gallons and not 4 by 2, which is 2 gallons. I don't think there's a problem with you. I have to feed it data this way. Then it doesn't have problems. But this convert handler has been defined to do it. So if I give it a string, it is supposed to work its way out. So if I give it 4 by 2, it should okay, fine. Replace non-digit characters. ऐसे लिखा है मैंने. Interesting. In that case, I would like to see console log. When I write 44 by 2, what do you return? I mean, I can see that it only does that. In that case, 2 gal catches like that. We have if I write 4 by 2, I want it to return true, not throw an error. Let's start with the number types. Okay, what is accepted? 42 is accepted. 42 gallons. If I write 42/GAL, it says invalid number and unit. That's okay. What about U? If I write 3//kg, what would be the problem? It would the number would be the problem. So we test it for a few more things. What does it do when this is called? First it declares a variable called result. Cool. Then you have an if statement. It checks whether what we are getting has any digits in it. If it does not, then you declare it as 1. So if we get, for example, GAL, this should calculate 1 gallon and work with it. Yeah. Cool. If that is the case, then you okay, whatever. Right. Then you do that. Cool. If your number is cool. So that's very cool, very nice. Right. ये parse float यहाँ पे लिखा है, तो फिर मुझे इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है. Because this is 1, 2 fixed. Should not even be here. It should be here. Yeah. Just return the result. ये सब इसके अंदर रखो ना, अंदर से आराम से. Right. Now inside this, I think I need to add a few more tests. Check for what? So if we have 2 dashes, oh come on. Basically anything that's not a digit replace not digit with this. So not digit also includes slashes, unfortunately. But that's the thing. Why then does it also replace 2? What I'm getting at is, I'll show you the example. Let's copy this much. If I go here and here I have a string, if I write dot and then I put replace, right. Here if I write, say what, 3/2 kg, this returns 3/2, but it's a string, unfortunately. So I wrap it in parse float. That is correct. Now we have 3, but 3/2 is not 3. So what's happening? Do I need parse float here? By the way, parse int. Let's try parse int. Parse int also returns 3 and not 3/2. What would 3/2 return? Just in case, it would return 1.5. But we do not see 1.5 here. Why is that the case? Is it a data type thing? That's what I have to find out. Okay, let result be wait. Let result be this. Return result. Oh yeah, I can simply write result now. Oh, that's cool. Right. So this is the result, right? Now if I were to write parse int to this, PARSEINT, then it will return 2. So that means it ignores the slash. So convert string to number. One way is using number function. Okay, instead of parse int I use number, NUMBER. Then it says not a number. Gladly. Type of quantity, type of number, quantity and number. How to convert a string to a number? JavaScript using parse int. We've already used parse int, parse float. To return parse float. Unary plus operator will convert a string into a number. Acha. Pretty cool. Okay. Let's try that out. Alright, plus it says not a number. Convert a mathematical expression into a number. I can do that now. Another method is to subtract for a 0. Okay, that's fine out. -0. We get not a number. Okay, so that didn't work. It has something to do with the slash here. It does not consider slash an operator. It's a part of a string, a character if you will. I'll have to Google that then. Not 19. You'd get -20. Wait, this is not. If you use one bitwise, then it will perform this operation. X plus 1. Minus x plus 1. 19.9, no, not quantity would, okay, let's find out. So if I write here, put two tildes and it returns 0. Result, unfortunately, it's not -1, it's 1.5 by the way. And I think there are ways to find out. We have 27 this, then it will return to the console this. Need the documentation, math not floor, math not ceiling, no, math not round. Suppose math not floor, maybe round, no. What if we have a decimal? No, can't use that. Using number, parse int, parse floor, plus multiplying the string by number 1. Yeah, I may have missed that. String multiplication with 1, not a number. Okay. Convert string to number. Convert mathematical expression string to a number using math dot. This is by dev community. Unary operator, parse float. Math dot floor, no. Bitwise negation, no. Convert string 3/2 to a number and return 5. I think I should ask this to maybe ChatGPT. Let's see what it comes up with. Yep, that's going on in the background. Please log in. Do I need to? Okay. Come on, I'll wait for it.
This is what they told me.
Okay, finally, it's here. Custom instructions. Writing JavaScript. Do the same thing, but declare result as string 3/2. Eval. So we use eval you. Now that I have eval, what was I checking for? This result variable, if it's 3 by 2, then you evaluate it. So I eval, press enter, we get 1.5. That's what I was waiting for. Okay. So if it's not a number, what do you check? So now that I know that I'm supposed to use eval, what do I do? Or to find the different way of, instead of replacing it, we match instead. Yeah, match will help me get a better idea anyway. So input dot match. Let's confirm match. Sorry, match in JavaScript, please. String match method. What's the variable match AIN or a regular expression if we want to do that. Got it. So the regular expression shall be what? I want you to match a number. One number or more. Okay, so /d plus sign should preferably be at the beginning. So a value that starts with a digit. Unfortunately, if I were to write that, then gal. Oh, but yeah, we've already taken care of that. So I don't need to write but. So we have at the beginning a digit, a long digit. So 42, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A long number is accepted, or a digit that is 123.56, for example. So 123.56 is also accepted. So this digit, then a non-word character, no plus sign, only one W. So match either a digit with a non-word character, which could be a dot or slash, but only one of them, not two. I'm not adding the plus sign, and then a digit again, /d. Yeah, I don't know why there is a comma here, by the way. I know why it was there, but okay, we don't need it yet anymore. So either a digit, okay, with a dot. Now let's think a little bit. Either this, so this would take care of decimal values. What if we, not only decimal, it would take care of division too. If I were to get digit, but that's the thing, this does not consider decimal points yet. So we have to write another regular expression inside this. So or sign, I will use this. This would take care of all digits. ये तो बहुत उड़ता ही जा रहा है, बाप रे. What do I need? Basically a number, but I need to match and return, right? So, kind of, yeah. If you consider this case, a number, a decimal point, and a slash, and also a number again. Number, decimal point, number, slash, number. Okay. How would one write it? So if I, what? No. Let me copy this much first. Paste it here. Move. Okay. So we have a number, however long it may be, then a decimal point, a slash, or something weird. It can only be a slash or the pain. should remove this then. This arrow right here. Either you look for a long number, a number with a decimal and a number with a non-word character. I'm using non-decimal. This, yeah. That defeats the purpose. If I only wanted to work with a decimal point and a division point, I mean, if I only wanted to work with operators, regex check for operators, regex match operators, match regular expression match mathematical operators, digits and basic math operators. So 0 to 9 slash, oh yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for. The accepted answer can't handle a lot of basic cases. This should do the job. The accepted answer. So there must be another accepted answer. E-reg, what language was it? That's the best question. That's the best question. Even I didn't check, huh? Okay. But what does this do? Okay. Plus, minus, question mark, digit, slash, global. What? Now I definitely need to check. Regex match mathematical operations JS. Regular expressions replace arithmetic operators. Plus minus. Okay. Not this way. What is the regulation to match finite state machines, general arithmetic expressions? JavaScript, not Java. /d plus at least one or more digits to start the formula. It represents the plus and minus operators in the what? This thing does it, Plus minus multiply. What if I want decimal points? Nope. Sorry. Nope. Oh, that also includes this thing. Right. Test for decimal with regex JavaScript 0 to 9. Test for decimals / dot to check for a decimal. That's the one. Thank you. God. So, come on. Okay. Yeah, now this would work. Either a decimal point or a divide sign. And then a digit again. So a digit, a decimal point and a divide sign. And a digit, decimal point or divide sign. Okay. Then now how would this plus sign work exactly? Does this divide them between the two? I think it divides the two. Need to wrap this. And I don't need to wrap you. Clever. Hey, sorry. So check for a digit, and also check for this. Yeah. painful. Digit, then a decimal point or a slash or a divide sign, and then a digit again. Okay, then a digit. Okay, I have to write this down again. Digit, then a decimal point, and then multiple digits again, and then divide sign. Yeah, pretty much it. Okay, so backward slash dot. I doubt this very much, but what can we say? What can we do? I'll have to test this. Digit, then dot, then digit, then slash what? The slash and then digit plus. Okay, let's find out whether this does its trick or not. We're only matching data, so this should return string correctly. Paste this much, and here we write the string. Let's check. Let's first write 4GAL. What does it do? It returns an array. Wow. Match uses an array. But it returns 4 nonetheless as the 0th item. Come on. String match returns an array, unfortunately. Matches a string against a regular expression. Returns null, returns an array with the matches. That means match uses global values. 4gal. The input was this, index is 0, so that means there's only one entry. Yeah, I can't trust this. Okay, fine. 4gal. If I write 4 by 2 gal, it should return 4 by 2. Yes, we don't know. This says input, and what's the output? The output must be u then, I'm guessing. Okay, in that case, just return the 0th item. Yeah, so this did not match that. So the regular expression isn't working the way I intended it to. Why? Do I need to wrap all of this in a bracket? Perhaps. Let's find out whether we do. We still get 4, so no. That's not the way. A digit that has this or this. Wait, not here, that one. Still get 4. Does not even consider 2, I mean slash or 2. So about 4 by 2, 2. Still has a problem, but if I write 4, 4, 4, 4, it would print 4, 4, 4, 4. So this holds true. So let's find out why. Am I also supposed to put this then? Still is 4, 4, 4, 4, so it didn't work the way I intended it to. What was it before this without any brackets? Right. Digit. this live video. You guys can continue watching this in the next session. I'll be live again in probably an hour or so. So see you guys again then.